The Pizzagate conspiracy, a web of lies. The internet can be a dangerous place. It can be a breeding ground for misinformation and conspiracy theories. One such theory was Pizzagate. This baseless theory emerged during the 2016 U.S. presidential election. It alleged that Comet Ping Pong, a pizza restaurant in Washington, D.C., was a front for a child sex trafficking ring. Proponents claimed that high-ranking Democratic Party members were involved. This theory was completely false. There was no evidence to support these claims. The restaurant's owner received death threats. The staff endured online harassment. The theory was debunked by numerous reputable news organizations. Despite this, the lie spread like wildfire online, fueled by social media and fake news websites. The theory's persistence highlighted the dangers of online misinformation. It demonstrated how easily false information can spread and gain traction. It showed the very real consequences such lies can have. In the case of Edgar Madison Welch, the consequences were tragic. Terror at Comet Ping Pong, December 4, 2016. On December 4, 2016, Edgar Madison Welch, a 28-year-old from North Carolina, drove to Comet Ping Pong. He was armed with an AR-15 style rifle, a handgun, and a shotgun. He had come to self-investigate the Pizzagate conspiracy theory. He believed he was on a mission to save children he believed were being held captive. Welch entered the restaurant and fired his rifle. Thankfully, no one was injured. The restaurant was crowded with families and children at the time. The scene was chaotic, with people fleeing for their lives. Welch was eventually apprehended by police. He surrendered after finding no evidence of the alleged child sex trafficking ring. The incident shocked the nation. It highlighted the real-world dangers of online conspiracy theories. Welch's actions were a direct result of his belief in the Pizzagate lie. A lie that had taken root in his mind and convinced him to take the law into his own hands. A fatal traffic stop, January 9, 2025. Nearly 9 years later, the saga of Edgar Madison Welch took another tragic turn. On January 9, 2025, Welch was driving in Kannapolis, North Carolina. He was pulled over by a police officer for a routine traffic violation. The situation escalated quickly. According to police reports, Welch became agitated and confrontational during the traffic stop. He allegedly reached for a weapon in his vehicle. The officer, fearing for his life, fired his service weapon, fatally wounding Welch. The incident sent shockwaves through the community. It raised questions about the use of deadly force by law enforcement. It sparked debate about whether the situation could have been de-escalated. It also brought back the dark shadow of the Pizzagate conspiracy and its lasting impact. The news of Welch's death spread quickly through Kannapolis and beyond. The community was in shock. Some expressed disbelief that the man who had once terrorized a pizzeria over a baseless conspiracy theory was now dead after a routine traffic stop. Others mourned the loss of life, regardless of Welch's past actions. The Kannapolis Police Department issued a statement defending the officer's actions. They stated that the officer acted in accordance with his training and department policy. They claimed that Welch's actions posed a direct threat to the officer's life, leaving him with no choice but to use deadly force. The incident reignited the national conversation about police brutality and the use of deadly force. It also highlighted the need for better mental health resources, particularly for individuals who may be susceptible to online radicalization and conspiracy theories. Following the 2016 Comet Ping Pong incident, Edgar Madison Welch was arrested and charged with multiple felonies. These included assault with a deadly weapon and transporting a firearm across state lines to commit a crime. Welch pleaded guilty to the charges in 2017. The judge sentenced him to 4 years in prison. During his sentencing, Welch expressed remorse for his actions. He acknowledged that the Pizzagate conspiracy theory was false. He stated that he regretted the fear and trauma he caused to the victims at Comet Ping Pong. Despite his apology, Welch's case served as a stark reminder of the very real dangers of online misinformation. It highlighted the need for critical thinking, media literacy, and responsible online behavior. In the wake of Edgar Madison Welch's death, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, or SBI, launched an independent investigation into the officer-involved shooting. This is standard procedure in such cases. The SBI will conduct a thorough and impartial investigation to determine if the use of deadly force was justified. The investigation will examine all available evidence, including body camera footage, witness statements, and forensic evidence. The findings will be presented to the district attorney, who will determine whether to file any charges against the officer involved. The investigation is ongoing. The community awaits answers. The hope is that the investigation will shed light on the events that led to Welch's death. This will hopefully prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future.